right, welcome back to episode 36 of To The Crib, the go-to podcast for all things football related. As always, it's your boy Delliks with my man Coach Bishop. How are we doing today?
Oh, doing good, man. It's exciting. Had an exciting weekend. Just excited for this Thursday night football game that we're getting ready to tell everybody about. But first things first, man, make sure y'all subscribe to our channel. Make sure you following us. We're going to keep bringing you content, man. We appreciate the support.
We appreciate everything, all the love. Please share the word as well. I know it's not easy to share your secrets with your league mates and whatnot, but, there are people that are not in your leagues that you might want to share this information with. We're giving you the best information possible. So, with that said, this episode will be the Thursday night preview. We got Seattle, 6-5 Seattle Seahawks going up against the 8-3 Dallas Cowboys in Dallas. Not really anything going on as far as on the Dallas side. Everybody seems to be healthy enough. Rico Dowdle is questionable, but it looks like he's going to play. On the Seattle side, though, Kenneth Walker is still doubtful. He's not probable to play. So, with that said, Zach Charbonnet should be the guy taking over the load. With all that said, how do you see this game shaping up, Coach?
Me personally, man, I think Dallas is going to be able to handle their business. They got the spread right now listed at 9 points. I think this is going to be another game where they can go in there and win this by double digits. So I like Dallas minus the 9. Definitely going to be right in that line. Mm-hmm. Dallas is just looking pretty unstoppable, man, against some of these teams that, aren't on their level. That's the one thing I will say about them is when they're playing these lesser teams, except for that early slip-up they had against Arizona earlier this year.
Yeah.
They're kind of handling their business, man. I mean, they're putting these teams down. Unfortunately, we're one of the ones that kind of got hit with that Arizona loss in the survivor pools. But, other than that week, they've kind of been handling their business.
Yeah, they've been looking really good. They're number 1 in the league in scoring, and then they're number 3 in points allowed. So, with that said, they are also number 1 in point differential. So, yeah, they've been having a good run. Obviously, they're going to have a big game next week against Philly. So, they need to take care of business against Seattle tomorrow night. So, with that said, I think so on the Dallas side, we like the players to start. You're starting Pollard. He had a decent game last week. And he should continue that this week against Seattle. Hopefully he gets a touchdown to boost his points up. But then on the receiving side, obviously you're starting Lamb. We both think it's good to start Brandon Cooks in this matchup, right?
Yeah, I like Brandon Cooks in this matchup. I think he's going to have a good game. Mm-hmm. Also, Ferg Daddy, man, roll him out, tight end.
Sir.
I think this is going to be a good matchup for him where he can probably gets into the end zone this week. I'm going to call that Ferg Daddy touchdown for you.
Hey, yeah, that's what's up. I would like to see that. Then on the other side, Geno Smith. Some people might be trying to roll out Geno Smith. This is not a good matchup for him, right?
No, definitely not a good matchup.
Yeah.
You might be able to roll an INT prop for him. So
interception prop all day.
Yeah.
Zach Charbonnet, he's going to get all the volume this week. So do you still play him? What are you thinking?
Against this defense, I'm hoping I have better options. It's like when we pose these questions, I'm always thinking about what's the roster build up. I mean, if you have to play him, you have to play him. But I wouldn't love playing him in this matchup. I don't love to play. I'd rather have somebody else that I would roll out.
Yeah, last week he did have a tough matchup against San Fran, but again, he had most of the volume. He ended up with about, double digits, like 10 points. I don't know. I think he could be a flex option for somebody if they're in a pinch because he does also get passing work as well. Got 4 catches last week. So they're going to have to use him in some capacity. So I think, like as a flex option. Obviously, if you're going to start him, we always say this, if you're starting anybody on Thursday night, put them in their respective positions. Don't put them in the flex. That way you have more flexibility at the end of the week for other players. But yeah, the receiving wise, you're going to have to roll out Metcalf and Lockett, even though they've been kind of, Metcalf's been doing well. Lockett's been a little low. I'll ask you: are you starting Lockett basically?
Yeah, if you have Lockett, he should be in your lineup. Especially, I think this is going to be a negative game script, so I would even say you could feel comfortable rolling out JSN even, just because I feel like we're saying we don't like the Charbonnet play. I'm saying I think Dallas wins by 10, so that means Seattle's going to be playing catch up. There'll be more passing opportunities for all three of the receivers. So I think all three receivers for Seattle, Lockett, JSN, and Metcalf, they're all playable. Obviously, you're not putting somebody like a Chase on your bench to play these guys.
Right.
But if you have a questionable spot, I would play it. Like I would start JSN over starting Charbonnet this week.
Wow. Okay. I don't know if I feel that same way. I think Charbonnet might be still a better play for the volume. But yeah, I don't know if all three of the receivers eat. That's the whole thing with this because, Dallas D is pretty decent. So, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be tough. It's just all about who's going to get the scoring, to be honest. And that could be a big gamble for you. But yeah, I do agree that Dallas should dominate and they should win they should cover as well. So the negative game script will help your cause for the Seattle pass catchers. All right, so then going forward, do we have any bets that you like?
Yeah, I definitely like Brandon Cooks over his receiving yards, listed at 41.5. I think he's going to be able to get over that. I know you say you like Tony Pollard. Me personally, I think this is going to be an under total game for him. So I'm going to take under 88.5. It looks like that line's starting to trend up. And I just don't see him as a 100-yard back like that. So, yeah, I'm going to say under the 88.5.
Okay, yeah, I like the Brandon Cooks line. I also like our boy Ferg Daddy to go over his line, 34.5. We also mentioned maybe a touchdown prop for him as well. That's something that's a little bonus sprinkle. Yeah, you mentioned I do like Pollard to go over his 63.5 rushing yards, but both could be true. He could just barely hit that and then not get much in the passing game, and we both hit that. So, but then I like Geno to go under his passing yardage. They have him at 223.5 passing yards. I think he goes under that. So, yeah, those are our bets for the week. So we both like Dallas to win. Real quick, that's the end of the show for this Thursday night preview. I just wanted to also give a quick update for the Lakeland Dreadnoughts. Of course, Coach Bishop is involved in their championship run. They're going to the semifinals, correct? The Final Four?
Yeah, we're in the Final Four. We're going up to play Buckholz on Friday. So
in Gainesville,
we got a Friday
right?
game up in Gainesville, yeah.
All right. Up in the swamp?
Yeah, man. So we're getting the guys ready. We already had 2 practices this week, some film study and stuff. So, just making sure these guys know exactly what they're going to see. So nothing's a surprise when we get there. So, it should be an interesting game. But I feel like we got this thing in the bag. So, we still got to go out there and play the game. But,
yes,
I'm just loving the run right now that we on right now.
Yeah, we're all rooting for you. Everybody go wish Coach Bishop and Lakeland Dreadnoughts a lot of luck. Hopefully everybody is safe and nobody comes out injured. And you guys get that W. That'd be great. All right, so that does it for episode 36. As always, we love the support. Again, if you have a YouTube account, just go ahead and subscribe to us. That way you can be in touch with all the shows that come out. Any last words for you, Bishop?
No, man. Appreciate you guys for following us, man. We're going to give you all that information you need to take this thing to the crib.
To the crib!